fans, the National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment. Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during
And welcome back to the National Soccer Network, everybody. Game number 4 underway. This is the Women's Open Cup in the 2025 Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup. Caboto out of Windsor, Ontario, taking on Pinnacle FC out of Oakland County, Michigan. I believe this is a rematch of the 2024 State Cup. Those games last year also held here at United Wholesale Mortgage in Pontiac, Michigan. However, those games were outdoors. This year we're indoors. UWM. Dan Stickrad, glad to be part of your Sunday afternoon, June 29, 2025. For all 5 of these State Cup finals here at United Wholesale Mortgage. Caboto wearing the blue jerseys, white and black trim. They are going right to left on your screen and moving the ball down to the near corner. Pinnacle SC wearing the white kits with black letters and pink socks here in the State Cup final. 3 games already decided here in Pontiac, Michigan. This game and one other yet to be decided here this afternoon and this evening. 4:32. This game kicked off at 4:30, about 30 minutes later than originally planned, which means the last game will probably start in the neighborhood about 6:30 to 6:45. So just 2 minutes in to this Open Cup final in the women's soccer division of the Gerhard Mengel State Cup. Championship weekend here on the National Soccer Network. All 5 games on our Roku and YouTube channels. As Pinnacle SC, again in the white and black jersey with pink socks, have earned the game's first corner kick. Slotted low into traffic, bouncing around, knocked out of bounds. We should have a repeat offense here with the corner kick number 2 coming up for Pinnacle. There's a higher corner kick into the box. Bouncing around off multiple players. A wall of defenders able to clear the ball out as Pinnacle attempted a shot in the box. Quickly blocked, quickly cleared, and now Caboto, the Canadian side, on the move. Again, Caboto calls Windsor, Ontario, Canada their home. Pinnacle SC calls Oakland County. And we're in Pontiac, Michigan, in the heart of Oakland County. That's their home. Pinnacle on the move down to the center of the park. Who will join the winner's circle here today? That through ball rolls out of bounds. Game number 1 in the men's 50 and over division. The Detroit Bullets prevailed. Shootout victory over Drita SC. 4-3 on penalty kicks to break the tie. Game number 2 in the men's 40 and over division. We watched Carpathia Kickers, although outshot and outplayed, outpossessed, found a way to get a 1-0 victory over the Detroit Bullets. And just here, less than a half an hour ago, Next Level Training puts a 4 spot up and defeats Detroit United FC 4-1. That was in the 30 and over State Cup Championship. Game number 4, the only game on the women's side here today, is in the 5th minute. Dan Stickerad, the National Director of News here at the National Soccer Network. Glad you're part of today's broadcast or any assortment of the 5 games in this tournament on NSN. Caboto in their blue kits, earning a throw it on that far side. See the scoreboard up there on the west wall, fouling clear. They still had the numbers up from the previous game here a minute ago. Caboto on the move. The cross is blocked, goes out of bounds. Should be the game's first corner kick, or Caboto's first corner kick of this game. Pinnacle had a couple others here just about 2 minutes ago. And there's a corner kick into the mix and goal. Pinnacle able to clear. Now they're looking to counter on that far side. Swept up by Caboto. But earned the throw in off the deflection. 6th minute now. There's a ball sent into the box. Bobbled by the goalkeeper. That's Pinnacle's number 1, Marissa Brinkman. She tried to catch that cross, bobbled it. But her teammates able there to sweep up the mess and clear it out of harm's way. 7th minute now. 0-0 thus far. Pinnacle has the game's only shot, which is not on target. We've seen 3 corner kicks already. 2 for Pinnacle and 1 for Caboto. Caboto on the move. Again, these games are being aired on both the National Soccer Network's YouTube and Roku TV channels. Feel free to watch these games or any others across the United States here this past spring, summer, and into the fall. So we air a multitude of games on various levels of the U.S. soccer pyramid. Here today, this is adult amateur soccer. The Michigan Soccer Association, a long-standing organization, a collection of various leagues around Michigan and Ontario, Canada. They join forces here. For the State Cup tournaments. That's Prairie Bortulin, the goalkeeper for Caboto, who sent that punt high into the air. Now Caboto is on the move on that far side, pushed out of bounds. Should be a Caboto throw-in between the benches. Caboto on the move once again, trying to find a little space in that far corner. Sent back near the top of the box. Pinnacle able to intercept. Now Pinnacle trying to counter. Turned over right away. Caboto in blue on the move once again. Trying to sneak the ball around a wall of defenders here, but able to retain possession. We're now just in the 9th minute, so about 8:20 into this game, no score. Between Caboto Pinnacle FC. So up in your scoreboard, it stands for Women's Caboto Football Club and Pinnacle Football Club on your right. Pinnacle again wearing the easy identifier with the pink socks. Here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, it's only in the low 70s indoors in the air-conditioned environment. Outdoors, it's in the mid-80s as we've gone through a lot of heat waves and humidity and high temperatures here in the last 10 days. Last year, these games, again, were outdoors. This year, they're indoors. So weather will not affect these games whatsoever. And there's a cross into the mixing bowl. Off the hands of Brinkman and out of bounds. So a corner kick coming up for Caboto. As Brinkman could not corral that shot. So this will be the second corner kick for Caboto. Both teams 2 corner kicks now in the first 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Right-footed corner kick swung into the box. Rolls out of harm's way. Goal kick coming up for Pinnacle FC. Just into the 11th minute here in the National Soccer Network. Game number 4 of this 5-game set. The men's open division will take place about 6:30 this evening. To wrap things up, this is game number 4, half number 1. It's Pinnacle on the move down the center of the park. There's a shot from about 30 yards out, a slow lower, but that's well right of target. So 2 shot attempts for Pinnacle, neither on frame. Goal kick coming up for WCFC. They look to swing it over to the near side, working it off their back line, being patient and methodical in their attack. There we go. Slight delay there for a couple seconds, but Pinnacle on the move once again. There's a shot towards the framework. Bertulin there to make the stop for Caboto. So both goalkeepers getting 1 save apiece here in the first 11:20 of this match. So an offside flag did go up against Pinnacle. Free kick coming up for Caboto FC. Caboto makes the game's first substitution. Open substitution policy in these State Cup finals. These players can be subbed in and out of the game multiple times throughout the course of each match. Thirteenth minute here in the National Soccer Network. Once again, Dan Stickrad, the Director of News for NSN, thanking you for joining us for this game or any others here on the platform on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. But it is hot and muggy as it has been the last week and a half. Glad to be indoors here at United Wholesale Mortgage. I'd like to thank our camera crew for all 5 games, Akshay and company, shooting these games. I'd like to thank our production crew back at our home studios in Shelby Township, Michigan, the hub of all things soccer, NSN, in our home state. So Caboto looking to work the ball out towards midfield. Done a good job of spacing, getting everyone involved, switching fields here in the first 13 minutes. We just crossed into the 14th. Now Caboto looks to bring the ball down that far side. Running out of real estate, but earning that throw in. So Caboto is just outside the box, deep in Pinnacle territory. They've been able to retain possession. On the move once again, sliding over to that near side. Trying to find a little bit of space. There's a shot blocked. Just a moment ago, Anna Zacher County, she tried to take on 3 defenders at once. Her shot was blocked. So inside the 15th minute now, Pinnacle 3-2 on total shots. 1 shot on goal for each team and 2 corner kicks thus far for each side. Very evenly matched so far, about 14-20 in. Throw-in coming up for Pinnacle. Advertise with the National Soccer Network to reach a wide audience through live soccer broadcasts. We offer customized ad packages, including 30 and 60-second commercials placed across our soccer streams. Boost your brand's visibility and engages fans in real time. Scan that QR code on your screen or call 586-304-4405. Back to the action, Caboto. Pinnacle FC battling out for the Women's Open Cup. You're watching the Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championships, game number 4 of this 5-game extravaganza here inside the confines of United Wholesale Mortgage. There's a high corner kick into the box by Caboto. There's a shot just over the crossbar from about 19 yards out. Let's take a look at that replay. Ball bounces and number 26, Caitlin Moore. She found just enough space to uncork a right-footed banger from 19 just over the crossbar, but that's probably the most dangerous opportunity for either team here in the first 15 minutes and change of the State Cup Championship. Caboto trying to thread the needle, picked off by Pinnacle. Now Pinnacle up over midfield, looking the counter pick. There's a long through ball down that far left side. Players from both teams giving chase. Well, that ball rolls over the end line. Goal kick coming up for WCFC, Women's Caboto Football Club. Sorry, I'm on my 4th of 5 games here on the broadcast crew. A little bit raspy here, but glad you're with us nevertheless. Feel free to follow the National Soccer Network, not just on its Roku and YouTube channels. You can find us across social media on Facebook, Twitter X, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You can also find... There's a shot from distance. The 17th minute. The referee actually called that one back. Both teams putting shots over the crossbar, and then Pinnacle had a goal called back here in the 17th minute. We just crossed into the 18th here about 20 seconds ago. Very dangerous opportunity. Pinnacle whistled for the foul. Goal negated. So Pinnacle in the white jersey with pink socks, working the ball down the middle of the field. Just had a goal called back about 60 seconds ago. Laying it off on that far side. Trying to break down Caboto's defense. Both teams have had some chances here in the early part of this first half. Still a 0-0 stalemate on the scoreboard. Now Pinnacle getting the ball back on the move once again. Intercepted by Caboto. Both teams have turned the ball over several times here in the first 18 and a half minutes. Now Caboto on the outside of the box. There's a shot from distance. Punched aside by Brinkman, but Caboto chased that down. They turn it over. Pinnacle clears it out towards midfield, and Caboto gets it back once again. Both teams have had a trouble with turnovers. Not a long standing possession in this game. Players will knock it around for 15, 20 seconds before turning the ball over. Now Caboto on that near side, trying to find a little bit of space. And they've turned it over once again. 20th minute now. These are two 45-minute halves. Game 4 of this 5-game set. There's a turnover. It looks like a foul, so free kick. About 10, 12 yards inside midfield coming up for Pinnacle FC. It's number 26, Bianca Sardi, getting ready to take this set piece for the women in white, black, and pink. Sardi sends a high set piece into the box. There's a flick towards the goal. So Pinnacle FC gets the goal here in the 20th minute. So that goal looked like it came out the header from Kelsey Finazzo, courtesy of Bianca Sarti, free kick. So the 5th total shot, second on frame, results in the first goal for Pinnacle. That goal coming in the 20th minute. We're now in the 22nd. Both teams make a pair of substitutions. Free kick from about 40 yards out, sent into the mixing goal, flicked on over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. Just like that. Finazzo flicks it into the back of the net, number 29. 1-0 Pinnacle up over their counterparts from Windsor, Ontario. Caboto. A goal's been scored. Let's see if it opens up this game. Both teams have had a ton of turnovers in the first 22 minutes. Pinnacle 5-3 on total shots. Both teams 2 shots on frame. Caboto has a 3-2 edge on corner kicks. Pinnacle had a goal called back. Caboto had a shot over the crossbar. But finally here in the 20th, Pinnacle took that 1-0 advantage. Pinnacle sends it long into the box. Vertulin is there to scoop up that through ball. She punts it high out towards midfield, right to the center spot. So Caboto trying to thread the needle near midfield, opting to send it wide. Trying to use their outside midfielders and backs as much as they can. It's a wide field. Take advantage of it. 23rd minute now. We just crossed into the 24th. So a little bit less than 22 minutes plus stoppage time here in the first half. There's a long through by Pinnacle. Vertulin scoops up the ball once again. She'll look to play it short to the near side. There's a foul against Pinnacle. So free kick coming up. For Caboto, 3 fouls against Pinnacle here in the first part of this first half. Caboto trying to find a way to get an equalizer. Down 1-0 here. We're now in the 24th, getting ready to cross into the 25th. And we have done so. So 25th minute. It's a little bit less than 21 minutes left in the first half. 2 45-minute halves will be played to fruition. If this game is still tied at the end of regulation, we go directly to penalty kicks. Back this morning in game number 1 in the men's 15 over division, we saw the Detroit Bullets and Drita SC head to the penalty spot with the Bullets prevailing with the 4-3 edge in the shootout. What kind of finish will he have here today? It is 1-0 in the 25th in favor of Pinnacle FC. But Caboto has earned their 4th corner kick of this match, trying to level this game. And there's a high swinger into the middle of the box. And that shot headed over the crossbar. So 4 shot attempts for Caboto. That one out of play. Goal kick coming up for Pinnacle FC. Protecting that 1-0 advantage. We're now in the 26th minute. Here on the National Soccer Network. The site, United Wholesale Mortgage. Pontiac, Michigan is a place. These tournaments are put on by the Michigan Soccer Association. You're watching Gerhard Mengel State Cup action on the National Soccer Network. All 5 broadcasts exclusive to our YouTube and Roku TV channels. This morning, this afternoon, and this evening. 5 games. 5 State Cup champions will reach the winner's circle before this evening is complete. It's 4:56 p.m. We're in the midst of game number 4. This Pinnacle's trying to find a way through that defense, up 1-0. Caboto looks to play it back to their right back on that far side. Down 1-0. Caboto once again in their blue kits. Pinnacle SC in their white kits with pink socks. Up 1-0 at this stage. 27th minute now. Still plenty of time for either team to get a goal here in the second portion of this first half. Caboto sends it far down that right side. They've earned a throw-in. Player kicked down to the turf. Referee says play on. More of a momentum foul than an actual contact. So Pinnacle sends it over midfield. Caboto gets it back. Now they're sending it to the near side. 3-on-3 situation for Caboto. Sent to the top of the box. And the referee blew his whistle outside the box. But this should be a free kick coming up for Caboto. About 19 yards out, dead on here on the free kick. The ball looked like it bounced off a Pinnacle FC player's hand or arm. And number 11, Michaela Talbot standing over the ball. Can she serve this and bend it around the wall? She's done so, but just over the crossbar. So Caboto has been buzzing throughout the portions of this first half. They've had 5 total shots, 2 shots on goal, 4 corner kicks. Still trail 1-0 to Pinnacle FC. Pinnacle's had the 1 goal, 5 shots, 2 on frame, and 2 corner kicks. Marissa Brakeman, the Pinnacle FC goalkeeper, has a pair of saves, while Prairie Bartulin has 1 stop for Caboto. 29th minute now. About 16 minutes, 40 seconds plus stoppage time left here in the first half. Pinnacle working the ball around their back line. Sending it out of the field of play. Throw in. Coming up for Caboto. About 40 yards from goal. Sent back into the field play. Headed out of play once again. Pinnacle's been playing some solid bend but don't break defense here in the first half. Now Caboto works it down that far side. The ball rolls over that end line, out of play. Caboto runs out of real estate. Goal kick coming up for Pinnacle FC. 30th minute now. Just under 16 minutes left in the first half. Dan Sticker with the National Soccer Network. Glad you're part of this game. Stick around for that last game, which should be coming up around 6:30 to 6:45 range. That will be the Men's Open Cup. 3 games already completed here today inside United Wholesale Mortgage. This game and one other yet to be completed. 5 different State Cup titles will be issued here today. As the ball slotted through traffic in the box. Caboto again runs out of real estate. Goal kick coming up for Pinnacle. NSN Game Rewind brings the past to life with full commentary and dynamic graphics. Relive your favorite games with the professional broadcast experience where the past lives in the future. Scan the QR code on your screen or call 586-304-4405 to start watching today. NSN Rewind, that's one of the many programs we have going here at the National Soccer Network. Feel free to visit all of our social media platforms or our national website, nationalsoccernetwork.com, for details. Or feel free to call that number, 586-304-4405. If you are a college student, if you are a high school senior to be, you're looking to get involved in NSN, perhaps for an internship. NSN is always looking for freelance writers, camera operators, producers, social media contributors, camera operators, and more. Even sales and marketing personnel like to get involved. Reach out to our front offices. We're based here in Michigan. National Soccer Network is based out of its hub in Shelby Township. This is just one of many games on this day and just about every day across the United States. Looking to get your fill of adult soccer, pre-professional, amateur. We have games in the League for Clubs, Women's Premier Soccer League, United Women's Soccer, Midwest Premier League, United Premier Soccer League, USL League 2, USLW, and more. Caboto sends it into the box. Ball bouncing around off a pair of players. Pinnacle able to clear it at the last second. Caboto thought it had earned a corner kick. Pinnacle sends it out to that far side, throw in for Caboto. 33rd minute now. A little bit less than 13 minutes left here in the first half. Pinnacle FC up 1-0, courtesy of a 20th minute goal. Pinnacle serves it back in off the goal kick. Yeah, 20-minute goal came off a set piece. Bianca Sarda from about 40 yards out sent a high free kick into the box. And number 29, Kelsey Finazzo, was there to flick it over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. And that's where we stand. Pinnacle FC up 1-0 here in the later stages of the first half. Caboto in blue trying to get the ball over midfield. Turned over now. Pinnacle on the counterattack. There's a long cross into the box. Knocked out of bounds over to the end line. Corner kick coming up for Pinnacle. This should be their third of the first half. Up 1-0. Number 26, Bianca Sardo, had the assist in the first goal. She's looking to take this corner kick. She will likely take a multitude of free kicks for her side. We're now in the 34th minute, just seconds away from kicking into the 35th. And we have done so. 11 minutes left here in the second half. There's a low corner kick into the box. Pinnacle still gains possession. 27. 27 listed on the roster actually took that corner kick, that last one for Pinnacle, and had that cross just a second ago. We have two number 29s listed on this roster, Kelsey Finazzo and Caitlin Maciejewski. Reasonably, Maciejewski is actually number 27. 35th minute now. Throwing for Caboto. Pinnacle gets the ball back. They're setting up a counterattack. Pushed into the middle, top of the box. There's a shot. Stopped. Bertulin comes off her line, a sliding stop at the top of the box. As Pinnacle was able to get the ball downfield in a hurry, get a shot off just around the 19-yard line. Bertulin slides, makes the sliding stop. But Pinnacle again on the move, bringing the ball into the corner of the box. Still many. There's a long shot from distance, but that's wide of frame. Goal kick coming up for Caboto. 36th minute now. Pinnacle up 1-0. 7-5 overall shots advantage. 3-2 with shots on frame. Caboto 4-3 on corner kicks. But once again, where it matters most, Pinnacle Football Club up 1-0 here in the later stages of half number one. We're in Pontiac, Michigan, in the heart of metropolitan Detroit, Michigan, inside United Wholesale Mortgage Complex. Dan Stickrad on the call for the National Soccer Network. My 4-5 games here on this Sunday. As a cross into the box is scooped up by Prairie Bertulin, the goalkeeper for Caboto. Caboto sends it out towards midfield, retaining possession on that far side. Trying to find a way to get a glorious chance and maybe net an equalizer here before the half. It's a long pass in the middle of park. Pinnacle finally able to intercept. Caboto steps in the passing lanes to intercept. Pass was picked off by Barta, who had the assist here a few minutes ago. Now Pinnacle on the counterattack. Trying to bring the ball down that far side. Bardo intercepts. Caboto setting the ball down, working along their back line. Bringing the ball up that far side. Caboto continues to attack on that right flank, trying to get through that defense. This Caboto player still down on the turf, kind of clutching that right ankle. Maybe she rolled it or stepped on it awkwardly. Here just a few seconds ago, we're in the 38th minute. We have officially crossed into the 39th, so just under 7 minutes left here in the first half. Pinnacle FC up 1-0 over Women's Caboto Football Club out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Pinnacle FC out of Oakland County, Michigan, where this game is being played. Two very talented sides making their way to the State Cup final. The Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championships. 5-game extravaganza here on the National Soccer Network. This is the 4-5 contests on the platform today. This is the only women's final contested in these tournaments. Pinnacle getting the ball back, working it along their backside, resetting. Here in the 39th minute. very evenly matched game. Both teams have kind of traded off possession, traded off attacks. Both sides have had their chances in this game. At Pinnacle up 1-0 at this stage. We just crossed into the 40th minute.
Excuse me, ref.
Caboto in the blue. Settling it down, working along their back line. We're in the 40th minute, getting ready to cross into the 41st. We're officially inside 5 minutes of the first half. Caboto bring the ball on this near side. There's an errant pass over the end line. Goal kick coming up for Pinnacle here in the 41st minute, up 1-0 at this stage. Again, 3 games already completed here today inside United Wholesale Mortgage. In the men's 50 North Division, Detroit Bullets prevailed over Drita SC. That game was a 0-0 stalemate until the shootout, where the Bullets prevailed 4-3. Game number 2. Carpathia Kickers in the men's 40 and over division brought home the State Cup trophy. 1-0 victory over the Detroit Bullets. In a game number 3, which ended about an hour ago, Next Level Training defeated Detroit United FC 4-1 in the men's 30 and over division. This game is the women's open division. Later this evening, the men's open division will be contested on this same field indoors inside United Wholesale Mortgage. Now in the 42nd minute, Caboto putting on a lot of pressure along that back line, trying to find a hole in that defense. Can they do so here before the halftime break? There's a long cross to the far side of the box. Caboto slides it in. Shot blocked. Number 17, Anna Zacher County. Her shot was blocked by Caboto. And they have been stymied here in the final third of the field, trying to find a way to pull the game back level. Down 1-0 late here in the first half. We just crossed into the 43rd minute. A little bit less than 3 minutes plus stoppage time remaining here in half number 1. Pinnacle gets the ball back, opting to play it back to the defenders. Caboto playing some high pressure, trying to force some turnovers, get an equalizer here before the break. There's kind of a lazy heel pass. Pinnacle gets it back. Now they're on the move. Sending over to that far side, across midfield, here in the 43rd. And there's a shot from distance, a good 30 yards out by Pinnacle SC. Prairie Bertulin there to make the stop. For Caboto. 44th minute now, just under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Caboto bring the ball up the near side. It's Caitlin Moore, number 26. Trying to dance around her defender, but she earned the throw in deep in Pinnacle territory. Number 10, Adriana DuBois, jogs over to take this throw in. DuBois just subbed into the game here a couple minutes ago. She sends it into the mixing bowl. Ball out of play once again. Another throw in for Caboto. We're in the 44th minute, so just about a minute, 10 seconds plus stoppage time. It's all that's left in the first half. Players from both teams kind of colliding here outside the box. But Caboto earns the free kick. It's about 15 yards out left side of the penalty box area. Caboto will take this free kick. Tia Joykic took that set piece. Ball bounces out of box. Throw in for Caboto. There's another deflection. So a corner kick coming up for Caboto. They are really starting to push here in the offensive third of the field, but time is not on their side here in the first half. We're in the 45th minute. Number 26, Caitlin Moore, puts the ball down by the flag. She'll look to swing one in to the box here. There's a high cross towards that far post, flicked out of bounds, and we officially cross in the stoppage time. Caboto did earn another corner kick. Number 31, Christian Schwekosik, getting ready to swing this in from the far right side. 25 seconds in the stoppage time. There's a high bending corner kick into the box. Pinnacle able to head it out of the box. Pinnacle able to clear over to that far sideline. 45 seconds in the stoppage time. We're down to the waning seconds. Can Caboto get an equalizer here before the break? Can Pinnacle FC hold on for a 1-0 advantage going into halftime? Just one goal, a couple of minor injuries, and no cards in the first half. Shouldn't expect to see any more than 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of half number one. Caboto on the move on that far right side. They look to get numbers. Switch back in the middle of the park. That's Moore, number 26. But her pass a little bit too much. Rolls over the end line. Goal kick coming up. But the referee has blown his whistle. The end of half number one has come to a stop here in the Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championships, the Women's Open Division. Pinnacle FC goes into halftime break, up 1-0 over Caboto FC. Dan Sticker of the National Soccer Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll step aside for this halftime break. We'll be back for the start of half number two in about 10 minutes.
From the biggest matches to the hottest takes, Jonathan Turner and Nathan Wenger bring you the stories, the analysis, and the edge you won't get anywhere else. Streaming live weekdays at 9 a.m. on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all major platforms. No filters, no fluff, just real talk, real soccer. This is Inside the Game.
Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26 and 27, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26 and 27, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
From the biggest matches to the hottest takes, Jonathan Turner and Nathan Wenger bring you the stories, the analysis, and the edge you won't get anywhere else. Streaming live weekdays at 9 a.m. on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all major platforms. No filters, no fluff, just real talk, real soccer. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before.
Network. This is the 4th game of this 5-game set. You're watching the Michigan Soccer Association, your Hard Mengel State Cup Championships. The Women's Open Division. Half number 2 underway with Pinnacle SC up 1-0 over Windsor-based Caboto Football Club. That's Pinnacle in the white jerseys with pink socks. Going right to left on your screen. Caboto down 1-0 is in the blue kits. They'll be going left to right here in the second half. Just 30 seconds in to half number 2. Dan Stickrad, the Director of News for the National Soccer Network, filling in not just with one, but for 5 games here today for the Michigan Soccer Association. Glad to be part of this special event here inside United Wholesale Mortgage. There's a corner kick by Pinnacle sent through the box. No one got a foot or a head on that ball. And Caboto able to clear. So you look at the first half, and Pinnacle had an 8-6 overall shots advantage. 4-2 with shots on frame, but Caboto 6-3 edge on corner kicks. Perry Bartulin, the goalkeeper for Caboto, 3 saves and 4 attempts. Her counterpart, Marissa Brinkman, 2 saves in that first half. Here at the start of the second half, Pinnacle had another corner kick here about 30 seconds ago. Just about $1.40 into the second half. Here in Pontiac, Michigan, United Wholesale Mortgage is the site. Once again, we're the National Soccer Network. Glad to be part of these State Cup finals for the second year in a row. Last year we were under the Michigan Soccer Network umbrella. This year under the National Soccer umbrella. So we've expanded our coverage from coast to coast. As Pinnacle earns a throw in deep in Caboto territory, just about 7:15 or 2:15 into the second half. Aaron Regalia sent it back in off the throw, trying to find some space. But a foul was committed with a handball. Caboto with the free kick. Down to 1-0 here early in the second half. Pinnacle SC, which is based out of Oakland County, Michigan, where this game is being played. Bianca Sarda sent a free kick into the box from 40 yards out, with Kelsey Finazzo getting ahead on that, flicking it over the goalkeeper but under the crossbar. Again, that was in the 20-minute mark, and the game's only goal occurred at that time. We're in the 49th minute, just about 3 minutes, 15 seconds into the second half, and Pinnacle has earned their second corner kick of the second half and 5th overall of this match. Elise Fries, number 30, getting ready to take this corner kick. She'll look to swing it into the box. Bouncing around, players from both teams touching that ball in the goal crease area. For Caboto able to send it out over the touchline. Throw in coming up for Pinnacle. Still deep into Caboto territory. 49th minute. We're now crossing into the 50th, so plenty of time left here in the first half. About 41 minutes plus stoppage time left here. If this game is tied at the end of regulation, there will be a 5-minute break, and then we'll go immediately into penalties. That's Caboto working the ball on that far side. A collision inside the box. Referee says play on. Pinnacle knocks it out of play. That was a quick counterattack by Caboto. Great defensive stop by Pinnacle. Now Caboto gets the ball in the box on that far side. Stripped clean once again. As Pinnacle knocks it out towards midfield. Now they're looking to counter. That's Pinnacle in the white jerseys and pink socks. There's number 2, Tara Malone. She sends the cross across the box. Caboto able to intercept that. Now they will look to build off their back line. 51st minute. As Caboto switches fields to the near side. Over midfield, Caboto still in possession. Now they turn it over with that errant pass. And Pinnacle will settle it down. Now they'll work off their back line. I'm not sure exactly where those sound effects are coming from. There's a shot from distance. I think our production crew back at our home hub in Shelby Township, Michigan, having a little bit of fun. Yeah, there's the cheers. Cheers for our production crew here at 8 a.m. at our home studios. Our camera crew, Akshay and company, on site here to film all 5 games. This is Gerhard Mengel State Cup. As Pinnacle makes a substitution here in the 52nd minute. Goal kick coming up for Pinnacle. Number 9, Madison Quarter, sends it back into play. Now the referee jogs over. Has a little conversation with a player. No card awarded. Now Caboto has been given an indirect free kick in the box. The referee jogs all the way over after that goal kick was taken, and now he's given the ball to Caboto. And this ball is inside the box. So this is an indirect free kick here as we cross into the 53rd minute. But great opportunity that close inside the box. Just a slight tap with the ball. And have a teammate kind of rip one towards that goal mouth area. See what's going to happen. We're in the middle of the mixing bowl here in the 53rd minute. Indirect free kick coming up for the girls in blue. The referee taking over a minute off the clock there to kind of sort things out and explain the situation to players. And there is a shot deflected by the wall of Pinnacle FC defenders. That will go out of play. So the first shot attempt of the second half for Caboto results in their first corner kick of the half. They had 7 corners in the first half of play. But Caboto down 1-0. Taking the set piece is sent into the mixing bowl. Headed out of traffic by Pinnacle. That was Lauren Vanderheed. Number 24 cleared that ball for Pinnacle SC. We just crossed into the 54th minute. These are 2 45-minute games, or halves. So these games will be 90 minutes plus stoppage time. If this or the 5th game are still tied entering after regulation, there will be a penalty kick shootout to decide the winner. There must be a winner in each and every game here today. 3 games already finished here this morning and this afternoon. This game is the Women's Open Cup. The Men's Open Cup will be started around 6:30 p.m. or so, depending on the length of this game. That's Caboto at number 21, Tia Jokic. She knocks it back to her back line. Caboto resets. Bring the ball down to the center of the park. Slide it up to a teammate near midfield. Now worked over to that near side. Pinnacle able to clear it. Caboto again retains that clear. Cross sent into the box. Marissa Brinkman, the netminder for Pinnacle SC there to scoop up that serve into the box. 54th minute here on the National Soccer Network. Still plenty of time for each team to get going and put some goals up on that scoreboard. Pinnacle SC, the game's only goal coming back in the 20th minute. A long free kick into the box, headed home by Kelsey Finazzo. And at this point, that is the game's only tally up on the scoreboard, which matters most. Now Pinnacle moves it down that far side. Collision outside the box. That looked like it went off a Caboto player. The goalkeeper for Caboto held on to the ball, but it will be a corner kick coming up for Pinnacle SC. This will be their third of the second half, sixth overall of this match. As number 30, Elise Fries, gets ready to swing this into the mixing bowl. There's a high corner kick right to the doorstep. Headed out of play. But this time it went off a Pinnacle player, kind of off her backside. Goal kick coming up for Caboto. We're inside United Wholesale Mortgage Sports Complex. Originally constructed back in 2007 at United Soccer Arenas. One of them, several indoor soccer fields on this complex here today. Last year, each State Cup final was held outdoors, and it was hot, it was windy, it was muggy. Today, not so much, as we're all enjoying the cool air conditioning inside this facility. There's a foul just inside midfield. Free kick coming up for Pinnacle FC. Been somewhat of a clean game thus far. Only 7 combined fouls between these two teams. We're already in the 58th minute. There's a free kick sent towards the top of the box. Caboto retains and able to clear. Now they sent it down the middle of the field. Forces Brakeman to come out to the outside of the box. She clears it back to midfield. Caboto rebuild once again. Caboto in blue working the ball on that near side. And there's a shot struck just over the crossbar. Ball got tangled up between a couple players. Let's look at this replay. And a charging number 21, Tia Joikic, kind of collected that loose ball, but she puts it over the crossbar here in the 58th minute. We're now crossing the 59th. So just under 32 minutes plus stoppage time is left here in the second half of this fourth of 5 games here this afternoon. United Wholesale Mortgage. Pontiac, Michigan. Caboto once again on the move, sliding the ball far down that near side. The ball knocked out of play. Subscribe to NSN on YouTube for exclusive soccer content, live streams, highlights, and more. Stay connected to all the action by hitting that subscribe button. Don't miss out. Join the NSN community today. Caboto down 1-0. They would love to join the action up in that scoreboard. The second half goal, trying to equalize here. There's a cross into the box. Pinnacle able to clear. Also follow the National Soccer Network on various social media platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. You can also follow news articles from around the U.S. soccer pyramid. That's the nationalsoccernetwork.com. Now Pinnacle forces a turnover. They're on the move down the center of the park. Crossing midfield. There's a pass through traffic. That was number 4, Emily Daly, giving chase. Now Pinnacle still has the ball. They send it into the box, cleared out by Caboto only to have Pinnacle chase it back down. Pinnacle playing 7 players up in the midfield and forward positions, trying to extend their lead, up 1-0. Scored back, way back in the 20th minute. We're now in the 61st. Pinnacle still flooding that final third of the field. Wearing their white kits and pink socks, protecting a 1-0 lead. Pinnacle has been able to hold on to the ball here the last couple of minutes. They have not had a shot here so far in the second half. Caboto's had 2 shots and 1 corner kick. Pinnacle's had 3 corner kicks but no shots here in half number 2. So Pinnacle sends it back in off the throw-in on that far side. There's a long high cross into the box. Prairie Bartulin there to scoop up that ball out of the air. Now Caboto will switch fields to bring the ball up on that near side. Ball goes out of bounds. But that went off a Pinnacle player. So this will be a throw-in coming up deep in Pinnacle territory for Caboto. They have done a lot of things right in this game, just have not been able to finish an opportunity. We're in the 62nd minute. There's a throw-in towards the box. There's a cross towards the top of the box. Pinnacle able to clear out towards midfield. Now looking to counter, serving it out to the right side. 62nd minute. Getting ready to cross in the 63rd. So looking at a little less than 27 minutes left here in half number 2. And there's a long cross, but looks like it deflected over the end line. This should be a corner kick. So Caboto, 6 corner kicks in the first half. This will be their second of the second half, 8 total in this game. See if they can make a little magic happen off this set piece. The corner served high into the box. Bounced it around, another shot, well wide right. So again, 3 total shots here in half number 2. Nothing on target thus far. As Caboto just unable to connect in that final third. Still trailing 1-0. So there's a goal kick out towards midfield. There's a slight collision in that center circle. Should be a free kick coming up for Pinnacle SC. So Bianca Sardi, who had the assist back in the 20th minute, will take this set piece inside that center circle, but on Pinnacle's side of the field. There's a high free kick towards the box. Ball flicked into the box. That forces Bartulin to come off her line. She corrals that loose ball. Caboto looks to clear, sending it over to that near touch line. Now Pinnacle intercepts. There's a slot towards the end line. Not enough real estate. Goal kick coming up for Windsor-based Caboto Football Club. They're down 1-0. We're in the 65th minute. So about 25 and a half minutes plus stoppage time. That's plenty of time for Caboto to get an equalizer. Again, if this game is tied at the end of regulation, we'll have a 5-minute intermission before a penalty kick shootout will be held to decide the winner. But so far, Pinnacle FC still up 1-0. Just over 25 minutes left. Dan Stickrad on the call here today for the National Soccer Network. Thanks for joining us for this game. If you're part of our broadcast or any other games here in the Gerhard Mengel State Cup, thanks for your viewership. So Pinnacle in their white jerseys, pink socks, moving in the ball along that far side. Pinnacle's done a little bit better job with possession here in the second half. A lot of their chances came off counterattacks in the first half. Now Pinnacle slots it over to that near side. We're in the 66th minute. About 24-15 left. Plus whatever stoppage time is put on at the end of the second half is all that's left. There you can see teams for game number 5 getting ready, entering the building. That game will kick off about 20 minutes after the completion of this game, so closer to the 6:30 mark. Pinnacle up 1-0, slattered over to that far side. Moving it into the far corner. There's a cross, deflected. And this should be a corner kick coming out for Pinnacle SC here in the 67th. This will be the 7th corner kick overall in the match for Pinnacle. Number 30, Elise Fry is getting ready to take the corner kick for her side. Fry sends it into the box. High kick into the mixing bowl. Players from both teams colliding near the 6. The foul was called. That one is against Pinnacle, so free kick coming up for Caboto. The referee giving a little directions to the 3 Caboto players here. One of the Caboto players took a little knee or shove to the back, but she is up on her own accord. That was number 2, Michelle Lababerte. Was knocked down on the turf. 68th minute now. Pinnacle FC getting the ball back. They're just outside the box, looking to add to their advantage. Up 1-0. The whistle's been blown. So another foul, but it looks like this one is against Caboto. So about 20 yards out on that far right side of the box, free kick coming up for Pinnacle. Showcased by their white jerseys and their bright pink socks. Up 1-0, but with the set piece, looking to add another. Just crossed into the 69th minute here in the National Soccer Network. There's a high shot well over the crossbar. So first shot of the second half, well off target for Pinnacle. Goal kick coming up for Caboto, but they are down about 21.5 minutes to get an equalizer. Book your next game with NSM for professional live streaming and full broadcast services. Let us bring your event to life with high-quality production and coverage. Scan that QR code or call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast today. Broadcast is what we do best. Glad to be part of all 5 of these games here in the National Soccer Network. I'd like to thank Akshay and his camera crew on site here at United Wholesale Mortgage for filming all 5 games here today. I'd like to thank our entire production team back at our home studios. Shelby Township, Michigan is the hub for the National Soccer Network. We've had crews there all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, producing games, calling games, working with teams near and far to bring soccer games at a multitude of levels, from New York to LA, from Atlanta to Chicago, and everywhere in between. across our beautiful country. We're now in the 70th minute, getting ready to cross in the 71st here in the United Wholesale Mortgage Complex in Pontiac, Michigan. Officially in the 71st. Thrown by Pinnacle SC deep in their own territory. Can they protect their 1-0 advantage here? Can Caboto find a little late game magic and equalize this game, maybe even take the lead? 3 games already completed. The 4th one is nearing completion. 5th game is set to go about 6:30, 6:40 p.m. range. And that's about as much as my voice can probably take on this long but fun day calling the beautiful game here in suburban Detroit, Michigan. Dan Stickrad, glad to be part of this broadcast and dozens of others here on the National Soccer Network. Shout out to all of our play-by-play and color commentators across the country who have been part of over 2,000 broadcasts on our platforms already here in 2025. Pinnacle in their pink socks, trying to get the ball down in the final third. They turn it over here in the 72nd. Throw in for Caboto. But time is starting to click down on the girls in blue. Do they have enough fight? Do they have enough fuel left in the tank to level this game up here in the second half? Pinnacle, again, scored the game's only goal back in the 20th minute. Bianca Sardis served a long free kick into the box with Kelsey Finazzo getting a header into the back of the goal as Caboto gets the ball into the box. There was a long serve, but Caboto did earn a corner kick as the ball deflected off a Pinnacle defender. Look at this long serve here in the replay. Number 26, Kayla Moore, she's been very dangerous for Caboto. She earns that corner kick. So this will be the 9th corner of the game. Caboto still unable to connect off that particular corner. Moore gets it back just outside the box. She looks to cross it into the middle. Deflected wide by Pinnacle. It's been a game of near misses for Caboto. They just can't seem to combine in the final 30 yards of the field. Pinnacle tries to thread the needle. Caboto picks it off. Now they brought the ball over to the near side. 73rd minute now. We do have several other games on our network going on right now across the country. Some more games getting ready to start here over the next couple hours. A lot of games in the Women's Premier Soccer League and the League for Clubs Men's Soccer League going on today in a variety of states across the country. The Women's PSL has been around for close to 20 years. This is the first year the League for Clubs has about 50 teams. That's a men's amateur soccer league, which is partnered up with the Women's PSL here in 2025, their inaugural season. The Michigan Soccer Association is a collection of leagues here in Michigan and Ontario, Canada. They combine every year to put on the Gerard Mengel State Cup for these adult amateur leagues. A lot of these players are well past their high school, youth club, and college days, but still strapping on the cleats, still putting on the shin pads, the goalie gloves, competing at high levels, still fighting for championships. I've retired as a player, but I would do just about anything to be able to be back on that pitch sometime in the future. Miss being a competitive player. These two teams have battled hard here today in the 75th minute. Pinnacle FC with the ball down that right side, still up 1-0 in this match. Can they hold on? Can Caboto out of Windsor find a way to level this game up? We're in the 75th. So about 15 and a half minutes plus stoppage time. It's all that's left in this 4th game. Gerard Mengel State Cup, Women's Open Division. There's a long cross into the box. No one from Pinnacle makes a run. It's Caboto near the top of the 18 clears. Now Pinnacle intercepts that clear in the near side. Protecting that 1-0 advantage, served back towards the top of the box. There's a cross over to that far right post. Just no one able to time that run perfectly. And Caboto down 1-0, escapes danger. Look at this replay. A little touch out to the left side, a one-timer. Cross, just a little bit too much on that cross. Pinnacle had a couple players in the box, just not enough to get a footer head and redirect that towards the framework. Caboto down to 14.5 minutes, trying to get an equalizer. They're looking to clear the ball out of their half of the field as well. This has been a defensive game. Overall, both teams playing some very good defense. Just one difference. A set piece resulted in a header goal for Pinnacle SC back in the 20th minute. Under 14 minutes left. 77th minute now. Pinnacle looks to serve it into the box. Ball bobbled, but Caboto still able to clear. Priya Martulin came off her line. She bobbled the ball. Defender was there to clear it. But Pinnacle FC still putting a lot of pressure on. Pinnacle up 1-0. Can they add an insurance tally here late in the second half? Can Caboto find a way to get back into this game with a game-tying goal? 77th minute. Now Pinnacle gets it back. They slide it over to that far side, back and in the middle. Here in the second half, Caboto 3-1 on total shots. No shots on goal here in the second half for either team. Pinnacle has a 4-3 edge on corner kicks. But you look at all 78 minutes, and this has been a fairly evenly played match. Pinnacle, just the game's only goal back in that first half of play. Pinnacle on the move once again on that far side. And there's a shot wide of frame. Lord and Vanderheed found some space on that right side just outside the box, but she shoved her shot a couple yards wide of frame. Just a second shot attempt of the second half for Pinnacle. Now we're in the 79th minute. Just crossed over here just a couple seconds ago. So a little bit less than 12 minutes left in this regulation. Caboto desperately trying to find a hole in that defense. Pinnacle's put up a great defensive wall. And they just picked off yet another steal. Caboto trying to thread the middle of the field with a through ball. Pinnacle able to clear it out towards midfield. Now Caboto gets it back. 79th minute. Both teams still displaying a lot of energy. I think part of that is the fact that we're playing all 5 of these games indoors today inside United Wholesale Mortgage. This is the field on the north, the west side of the complex. Stoppage in play. It looked like that might have been an offsides against Pinnacle. Both teams trading off attacks here up towards midfield. Now Caboto gets it back. Still looking for that great chance here to equalize here this game. We're in the 80th minute now. Pinnacle holding on defensively as Caboto works the ball on that far side of the field. Now Pinnacle gets it back. We just crossed into the 81st minute of play. It's a little bit less than 10 minutes. Plus however little time that the official adds onto that clock for stoppage time. Pinnacle sends it long down to the center of the park. Players from both teams get tangled up. See what the official makes the call. A little bit of tanglement. Players on both teams. It looks like Pinnacle has earned the free kick. This looks about 27, 20 yards out in front of the goal, just a little bit right of center here in the 81st minute. Bianca Sarta, number 26, hovering over the ball. She had the assist of the goal, the game's only goal, back in the 20th minute. She concedes a teammate, number 2, Tara Malone, who actually took that free kick. They were both standing near the ball. Pinnacle gets it back on that far side, protecting a 1-0 advantage, still on the move. In the 82nd minute now, just crossed over a few seconds ago. Pinnacle slow it down. But now Caboto picks the ball off. Now they have numbers on the counterattack. Bring the ball down the center of the park. There's a shot from distance. Tia Joykic just couldn't get enough pace on that shot from a good 30, 35 yards out. Marissa Brakeman, the goalkeeper for Pinnacle, there to make the stop. A slow roller right on the center of the goal mouth area. Brakeman makes the save. Now Pinnacle gets the ball over midfield on their counterattack. Would love nothing more to get an insurance tally here to put this game away. We're now in the 83rd minute, so a little less than 8 minutes left up on the scoreboard. Pinnacle FC, Caboto FC, Women's Open State Cup Final in the Gerhard Mengel State Cup Tournament. 3 games already completed. This is the 4th game. The 5th game will start about 15 or 20 minutes after the completion of this match. This Pinnacle FC makes a trio of substitutions here in the 83rd minute. We crossed into the 84th. So time is not on the side of Caboto FC, down 1-0 here late in the second half. Pinnacle still putting a lot of pressure on, trying to get a second goal in this game. Pinnacle switches field to the near side. Erin Regalia, number 5, the Lake Orion High School grad, slots the ball back in the middle of the field. Pinnacle scoops up that loose ball. That was number 23, Lauren Lee. Lee brings the ball on the near side, looking for a little bit of space. And Pinnacle protecting a 1-0 advantage, slowing the pace down, trying to knock the ball around, keep their possession game going while still applying some high pressure, trying to force some miscues along that back line. Caboto. That counterattack was nullified. As Pinnacle gets the ball back. We're now in the 85th minute, a little less than 6 minutes left up on that clock. As Pinnacle sends it long down that far side. There's a steal with Bartulin off her line. There's a shot. Bartulin races back to the goal mouth area to recover and make this save. Look at this turnover. Bartulin came out. She misjudged it. And Lauren Lee saw that Bartulin was off her line. She corrals the loose ball. She fires one towards the net. Bartulin gets back in time to make the save. So we're now crossing into the 86th minute. The referee just looked at his watch, so a little bit less than 5 minutes plus stoppage time left in this game. 1-0 in favor of Pinnacle FC. Oakland County, Michigan Bay side taking on the Windsor, Ontario, Canada team. Caboto down their last 4.5 minutes. Can they find a way to tie this game? Can they find a way to tie it, maybe force a penalty kick shootout? Can Pinnacle FC hold on? Can they add an insurance tally? Find a way to win 1-0. The energy is still there out on the pitch. Inside United Wholesale Mortgage, there you see players from the 5th game warming up. That will be the Men's Open Cup, which will start about 20 minutes after completion of this match. 86th minute. We're getting ready to cross into the 87th. And off the throw-in by Pinnacle, we crossed into the 87th. A little less than 4 minutes left. Pinnacle still playing a lot of high pressure along that Caboto back line. As Caboto gets it over midfield. Only to turn it over once again. Caboto starting to run out of energy, run out of time. There's a long clear over midfield by Pinnacle FC here in the 87th. Caboto just kind of taking their time. You're down to less than 3.5 minutes. Not a lot of time to start knocking around their back line. Possession ball looks beautiful. It looks pretty. Looks cute. Except when you're running out of time and you're down 1-0 in a closely contested match. Now Pinnacle, we just crossed over in the 88th minute. Gets the ball down that far side. There's a cross into the box. The ball nowhere near the framework. Rolls out of play. Goal kick coming up for Windsor base Caboto FC. Prairie Bertulin will take the goal kick for her team. Down 1-0 in the 88th. Number 9, Tay Smith, here on the near side, helping her team get it over midfield. Just over 2 minutes left here in the second half. Caboto on the move. Pinnacle there to send the ball long downfield. Number 27, Caitlin Maciejewski there to chase that ball down. So we just officially crossed into the 89th minute here about 15 seconds ago. About $1:40 left plus stoppage time. Pinnacle holding on to that 1-0 advantage. Can they hold on here and claim the Women's Open Cup in the Michigan Soccer Association's Gerhard Mengel State Cup Tournament? So Caboto gets it over midfield, down to just over a minute. There's a long serve into the box. Only see Marissa Brinkman, the goalkeeper for we're in the 90th minute now. Pinnacle trying to add an insurance tally that would clinch this state cup championship. They're up 1-0. 30 seconds plus stoppage time. That's all that's left. Caboto was down to the waiting minutes to get an equalizer. Every time Pinnacle gets the ball, they send it long, trying to kill off as much time as possible. So we're now about 15 seconds from stoppage time. Throw-in coming up for Caboto. Number 9, Tay Smith, throws it in. Caboto sends it long into the box. Can they get a shot attempt off? Pinnacle clears out towards midfield, and we've entered stoppage time. So we only get a couple minutes of stoppage time here at the end of the second half. As that long serve is knocked down to the corner. Pinnacle knocks it out of play to kind of reset. We're about 25 seconds into stoppage time. The fourth of the 5-game set at United Wholesale Mortgage. Dan Sticker of the National Soccer Network. And there's a shot towards the framework. Just a little bit wide right. That has kind of been the story today for Caboto. They've had 11 shot attempts, but only 3 on frame. They've also had 9 corner kicks. But 1 minute in the stoppage time, they still trail Pinnacle FC 1-0. As they say on the other side of the big pond. There's a long goal kick out towards midfield. The ball pinging off players from both teams. Pinnacle looking to clear. They're trying to hold on. Now Caboto gets an opportunity outside the box. That shot was deflected. Now Pinnacle sends it long over midfield. Putting some high pressure on that back line, trying to kill off these final seconds. We are now 1:40 in the stoppage time. Caboto gets it back, slotted into the middle of the park. Tay Smith. She collects a loose ball, and that deflects off that left goal post. So nearly 2 minutes in the stoppage time. The ball off a shot of Kay Smith deflects off the goalpost, eventually knocked out of the field by a Pinnacle defender, and a corner kick, number 10, coming up for Caboto SC. Can they convert? Can they find a way to level this game up? There's a high bender into the mixing bowl, bouncing around. There's a shot right into the arms of Beekman. The ball kind of bounced around inside the box. The ball did look like it went off a hand of a Pinnacle player. But the referee, after that ball was cleared, did blow his final whistle. So the 2025 Michigan Soccer Association Gerard Mengel State Cup in the Women's Open Division belongs to Pinnacle FC. 1-0 victors over Windsor, Ontario-based Caboto FC. Dan Stickrad for our entire camera crew, Akshay Company. Our production crew back at our home studios in Shelby Township, Michigan. The entire production crew putting out games all over the country for the National Soccer Network. Great thank you. So once again, the final score, Pinnacle FC 1, Caboto 0. We'll sign off at the end of this game. We'll be back here in about 20 minutes. The Men's Open Cup, game number 5, with this 5-game set will start here in about 20 minutes. Have a great Sunday afternoon, everybody. A great week, even better 4th of July weekend.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.